Welcome back, everybody, and thank you so much for spending some time with me. I am very grateful. We are continuing our playthrough of Evil Genius 2, and I think we are nearing the end. There's probably an episode or two left of this one before we move on to the Season Pass and DLC, but as I said in, I think, the last episode, I've been doing research in the background, and so in all of our research categories, I think we are in the last tier. And so I'm going to continue to do that. But at the same time, I went ahead and paused the game and cleaned up the base a little bit so it looks a little bit different than it did. We'll start with the infirmary here. We had a lot of equipment that we had researched but didn't actually implement into our base. And so I went ahead and expanded our kind of medicine bay, I guess, the sick bay. And so now we've got individual rooms for all the folks that have the tummy aches and the boo-boos. And then we had a couple of pieces of equipment. We've got the Omni Checkup, and so this is going to improve Deception Minion's vitality. And then we've got this machine, which is the Super Serum Machine, and this improves Muscle Minion's vitality. And I want to see this one in action, because I haven't actually seen anybody use it yet. But I don't know, it looks like a slushy machine, and I'm guessing that's kind of what happens. So we'll keep an eye on this, and hopefully one of our muscle minions will enjoy some super serum at some point. But this looks like just, I don't know, it's got a mind of its own almost. I'm guessing that checks reflexes. You got to have one of these giant lights that is just like as bright as the sun to see what you're doing as a doctor. So yeah, we've expanded our medical sick bay here. Oh, here comes a muscle. Let's see what happens here. Okay, he's just getting filled with super serum there. I hope some got in his mouth. It looked like it was just dumping on his head, but that's funny. That is funny. Okay, the other thing that we did was we rearranged the control room here, and we still have our Yeti in the middle of our control room, but I rearranged the desks as well. And so we've got our Yeti in the middle there, surrounded by control room equipment. And I thought that the desks actually configured better in kind of a snake configuration rather than the donut configuration that I had them in before. And that's because I could drop these different items in here, the data processing and the dot matrix printers and all of that a little bit easier. And so, like we've said in the past, these actually do some benefit, as indicated by kind of the colored radius there. And these are going to restore things like smarts and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, we reconfigured the base here with our control equipment. I think we had lockers over here before, and I went ahead and just consolidated all of those in the basement. And so we've got our computers, we've got our data processing. Didn't really do much to the training area except give a little bit more space back to it. I think we updated all the beds, and now we've got really nice beds there. And then definitely expanded our relaxation area, the break room, so the minions can do their life drawing here. They can play video games together, all sorts of stuff, and really shrunk the size of our camera room, because I think we've only got 3 or 4 cameras, and we seem to rarely use them because our security is so awesome. Let's see, what else did we do? I think, let's go down one level. Kind of cleaned up the research area so all our scientists can do their research. Gave some of that hallway space back to them. Let's see. Yeah, consolidated our fusion generators kind of into a group there. And we did do the last level of mining research, and so we can dig as deep and as far as we want to. We've got our lockers all consolidated in that one place there. Yeah, the other thing I did was took the re-education equipment and dropped it down one level, and so consolidated all our fusion generators, dropped the education room down another level. So I think there was some equipment here that we had researched and hadn't implemented as well. So we've got the multimedia education. So this is going to improve muscle minion smarts. Then we've got the basic training, Evil 101, and this improves worker smarts. We've got the little re-education pods that we've always had, and I think anybody can use that. And then over here, we've got the learning lamp, and this improves deception minion smarts. Really fun equipment. And this just looks like a giant lava lamp, so I don't know. I guess it's in keeping with the kind of theme of the room. We've got all this glowing, bubbling ooze tacked onto the walls. Not exactly sure what that's about, but yeah, we cleaned up the generator room as well. We've got some storage here for whatever sludge is coming off of the generators. I'm guessing they take that upstairs and then serve it to the minions, but I'm not really sure. And then we went down as far as we could, but there's just so much square footage down here that I don't know that we need. We've been doing okay so far with what we've got, and so I'm not sure what that basement level is going to be. I do know that I want to improve our evil geniuses quarters at some point and just really deck out the evil genius sanctum with everything that we've got as far as decorations and research goes. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and get that third level of the Doomsday device so that we can see what that looks like when we fire it on the global stage. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of take care of some of the agents that we have here in our base. Oh, I love the traps. And I'll check the global stage to make sure that we are not setting the world on fire anywhere, and kind of just continue on. These agents are actually making it pretty far. So, all right, looks like they're going to get dealt with. But yeah, I'm going to check the world stage here and tidy this up a little bit before we move on. Okay, so we've just completed one of our research projects, and it looks like some sort of brain machine. I don't even know. Improve science minion smart. So I'm guessing we are going to need to go to our re-education area and check that out. The next thing we're going to do is the karaoke machine. So I'm going to jump down to our re-education area and see if we can drop one of these brain machines in here. Let's see. This is the Brainiac machine. Oh, this is big. Okay, so we might need to... We'll sell this one so that we can have enough room for the Brainiac machine. And we'll confirm that. So, improve science. Minion smarts above 50. To improve the brain, one must become a brain. Or at least assemble a hologram of one. Okay, so we've added that to our re-education area for our scientists. I'm sure they'll really appreciate that. The other thing that I noticed is we're going to need to update our radar system on the global stage. And to do that, we're actually going to need, I believe, spin doctors. And so I think what we're going to do is actually increase the number of spin doctors that we have in our base. So looks like target amount 6. We don't actually have any. Or did we need counter agents? Let's see. If we go to the world stage and I want to upgrade this, it's going to take a spin doctor I want to upgrade this one. Counter agent. Okay. So yeah, we're going to need to increase the different specialty minions that we have in our base to make sure that we have enough to expand our reach on the world stage. So I'm just going to make sure we've got 6 of each. Let's see, scientists, yeah. Let's see, quantum chemists, we could probably have a few more of those. Muscle minions, martial artists. We'll just set all of these to 12, and it's going to get a little bit expensive, but I think we're doing okay as far as gold goes. But yeah, I noticed that, so we're going to need more specialty minions in order to continue to expand our reach on the world stage. And we did get locked out of a few areas on the world stage, and so I would expect we'll see the forces of justice at our front door at some point here. But we've got some agents to interrogate as well. Okay, we've got more agents entering the facility. Okay, and I'm going to slow things down here for a minute because I just really enjoy watching them get caught up in the traps. So we're gonna do that. So there's the Puppy of Doom, the giant Venus flytrap. Oh, the plant. The Venus spy trap is probably my favorite. The Puppy of Doom is interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Puppy of Doom plus the Venus spy trap actually killed an agent. That is crazy. Nobody's using the hand sanitizer that I installed here. These agents need to be washing their hands before bringing their germs into my base. What's the deal here? All right, the paywall. Gonna have to get out their wallets to get past this one. And then we've got bubble machines over here. Hopefully those will trigger here in a minute. Oh, they disabled. What did they disable? The punching glove. Well, oh no, who's this? Another investigator dead. Wow, these traps are really doing a number on these investigators. I wonder if it was that that Puppy of Doom that really did a number on them. I don't think they're actually going to get captured because now they've got the killer bees on them. This guy's probably going to get caught up in the fire if the bees don't get him. Wow. Oh, those are the lasers, yeah. All right, they're spotted. So they're going to get caught, but 2 of them actually died inside of our trap area, and we've got a minion wanting to leave, but I'm afraid that they're not going to be able to. Sorry. I still need you. Okay, so I'm going to complete research on the virus system, and that should propel us forward. Let's see, here it is. Find the source of the system's malfunction. And we're just going to go ahead and do that because we want to move our Doomsday device forward as well. Temporal stabilization. Our top scientists need time to stabilize, well, time. We're going to need 8 clocks, some scales, and a lot of cogs. Let's balance this out. So this was our loot story, our side story, and we're looking for the sands of time on the world stage as well. So we've got a lot going on. I'm going to go ahead and interrogate some agents here, and then we'll try and find those sands of time on the world stage. All right, it looks like the research is complete on our Doomsday device, and so we have done the research, and now let's see, we need to kidnap Lena from the world stage, interrogate her, and then quarantine Void at the device. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen there, but we will continue to look for Lena here on the world stage. Okay, so Agent Steel is on their way, and I'm going to keep an eye on this door down below because I haven't seen anybody go in or out of this door yet. And I just really feel like that's how they're getting in. Maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, what's the deal with this door? Anybody know what this door is for? If you do, leave comment down below. But yeah, Agent Steel should probably be showing up in our lair here. Let's see. I've discovered that I'm not very good at finding the people in my base, so I'm glad that our agents, our muscle is good at finding the agents, because I am just not all that great at finding people inside of my base. I had somebody show up, I think just an episode or two ago, and never saw them, couldn't find them, and our muscle actually took care of it, dispatched them. Without a trace, I couldn't find evidence of them actually ever being in the base. And so, I don't know. I don't know. There's probably a super agent in our base, and I don't even know where they are. Because I am just awful at trying to find them. So I'm going to, I guess I'll continue to try and find them here for a minute. And I'll let you know if I find them. So, I've got fires over here, which indicates to me that the special agent, there he is. Okay, it took fires in order for me to figure out where this guy was. Oh my gosh, he started our training facility on fire. All right, I'm going to come try and put these fires out. I'm going to get Iris over here. But Agent Steel is just going to town on our minions. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. Some sort of Street Fighter punch there. I don't even know. Okay, where are we? We need to be here to put the fires out. All right, repair. All right, now we can join the fight, maybe. There we go. And I don't know. I don't know that we are actually all that great at fighting. It's not really our thing. And so Agent Steel could probably take us out if they wanted to. And I don't know what would happen if we died, but I'm guessing it's not good. Guessing it's not good. We found Lena Lundstrom. We've captured her from her home, and we are going to interrogate her because I guess what has happened is somebody got their hands on the Void technology, and Lena has actually been turning that technology into watches, and agents have been showing up in my base with that technology, using my own technology against me. And so we're going to interrogate Lena here, see how it goes. Okay. I guess the interrogation went well. Or no? She tried to turn one of my minions, is what happened. She used her. Did nobody take her wristwatch? What happened there? She turned my minion as soon as I tried to interrogate her. All right. Maybe we need Iris on this one. I don't even know. Okay, let's see what happens here. Tried to interrogate her. All right, Iris is in the room. Well, this is taking quite a while. Now I know why you refused my invitation. You're working with the forces of justice. Very clever. Yes, I supplied the wristwatches and the code that runs them. Ha! Soon your watches will be purely decorative, and they don't even look that. Why are you smiling? Because the watches were never the point. Void is running my code. Your code? You mean the microfilms were a trap? What have you done to Void? A number of things. For one, it's about to give me the ideal opportunity to escape. As for the rest, I'm sure you'll figure it out soon enough. Get ready for some visitors. What do you... Hey, where'd you go? How did she get away? Quarantine Void. All right. It's making kind of a strange noise. Got a scientist coming over to quarantine the machine. All right, that's going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to jump in and we can do our loot research while that is being quarantined, but that's not good. It's not good. We've quarantined the Void device. You've had to quarantine Void to stop the virus. Lena Lundstrom told you what you need to know to disable the agent's wristwatches, but in the meantime, Void is broadcasting images to the world and drawing gawkers to the lair. Okay, so that's not great. We will get some intel and some scientists. We've heard word of masses of tourists on their way. Did we send an invitation? Lundstrom, her code made Void broadcast images of our cover operation with funny text captions. It's the worst time for visitors. The virus is still causing trouble. Even Iris has developed a fault. The wonderful thing about this virus is once I have it under control, I can make use of it. I'm glad you look on the bright side, boss. The cigarette squeals in the rowboat. Okay, that's... Iris is on the fritz. It's not good. You don't have to use code phrases. We're alone. Green soda jerks grind alarmingly. Oh, this virus. It's affected your systems. The ship's bones search for Fury. Great. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, so the next objective, tourists are arriving, eager to take photographs of themselves in the cover operation. Meanwhile, the forces of justice are still running around the world like they own the place. So we have to complete research, dissuade tourists, sabotage the tech on the world stage, and then continue to do research. Wow, okay. So we've got a prompt here. This is interesting. So this is the welcome desk. I don't know that we've gotten to use this yet. But we will dissuade tourists with our welcome desk. So it's going to become the unwelcome desk, I'm guessing. So yeah, I don't know how many tourists we need to dissuade. Looks like 60. Wow, it's quite a few. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll capture these agents. But yeah, I think our cover operation is going to fill up. All right. Our top scientists need time to stabilize. We did the research, and now we can look for, let's see, defeat time saboteurs in the lair. That's not good. All right, so now I have to look for time saboteurs. Oh, I'm so bad at looking for these things. Okay. All right. If you guys see them before I find them, you can let me know in the comments. Let's see. I don't see anybody yet. Maybe they're going to come on the boat. Oh, here we go. Here's somebody. No, this is just Iris. It's just hurting the minions. Oh, Iris is on the fritz. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, I don't have access to Iris anymore. That's really bad. We're going to come help, but she is killing all of my scientists. This is really bad. This is really bad, what's happening right now. I guess Iris and I are going to go toe-to-toe. Oh, this is not good. Okay, but she's about done. I wonder how many scientists she killed before. Man, okay, we finally caught her. She's going to have to take a timeout in one of our chambers. All right, but we are moving forward. Okay, this is going to remove the virus from Iris. That's exactly what we need, because that was not cool. And I still don't know where these time bandits are. I have no idea. All right, Iris is back. I'm now functioning with normal parameters. Good. The cure worked, I see. I'm also now resistant to all known forms of electronic attack. The forces of justice can't say the same. Awesome. That is what we needed. Okay, so I am on the world stage. And it looks like we need to sabotage some tech on the world stage. I'm going to make sure that I don't do that in an area where the forces of justice are. Take your time. We've managed to stabilize the time stream. At least, that's what our scientists have said. It's time to grab those sands. This time, they won't slip through our fingers. Alright, so we've located the sands of time, and as soon as this network is upgraded, we are going to grab them. Side story complete. We can grab that loot whenever we want. And I think we're going to do that right now. World stage looks okay. We've got the sands of time now. Do we have the sands of time? Oh, we have to accept it. That's right. So we'll go into our objectives, side stories. All right. Collect reward. Okay, so let's see. We've got out of time. There's been an unusual spike in tachyon radiation on your sensors. Investigate its source. Okay, so we'll start that side story, and now we should have our piece of loot. The sands of time. Some say time flows in one direction, sure and swift. It does until you flip this baby over. Alright, I'm not exactly sure what this is going to do. Which room probably needs the sands of time? I'm going to put it here. I think what we'll do is we will remove this. And I like the idea of having a different... Oh, is it not going to let me put it in there? Okay, it looks like we have to actually put it in the hallway. So, where would be a good place? Over here, I think. Let's see. Or where do most of the minions gather? Probably, I'm going to run all the way back over here. Most of the minions show up here to eat. So, I'm going to actually put it here. The sands of time. Confirm. And yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that's going to do, but we will give it a special spot right there. And maybe what we need to do is actually build it a special spot. And so we do come into this room a little bit and just give it a nice home. I'm going to do that real quick, actually. The sands of time look amazing. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but it's got its own little area here. We put clocks on the wall, of course. We've got a monitor on the back screen, and then we built some chairs into the wall back here in case somebody just wants to sit down and watch the sands of time turn. But yeah, it's got an area of effect around it. I'm just not sure what it's doing. So we also put up some cautionary kind of fences so that people are aware that this is a special area. And then, of course, it's got its own security guard. So sands of time being well guarded. I don't know. We were supposed to capture these time agents, bandits. I'm not even sure what the deal was, but never really saw them. So I guess we will continue to look for them. And when we find them, we will interrogate them. But it looks like we have dissuaded our tourists from the unwelcome desk. So that has been achieved. We need to continue to sabotage technology on the world stage. There's still quite a bit to do. So I think we're going to wrap this episode up. But thank you again so much for spending some time with me. If you would consider tickling those like and subscribe buttons, that would be awesome. And as always, with each new subscription, a can of cram will be donated to a local fallout shelter. We'll see you in the next one, everybody.